Welcome back to Ethereal You. In this video, we unlock the secrets of the Buddhist wheel of life and death. Before we get started, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more videos exploring spirituality and the nature of consciousness. The wheel of life and death, often referred to as the Samsara in Eastern spiritual traditions like Buddhism and Hinduism, is a concept that represents the cyclical nature of existence. It symbolizes the continuous cycle of birth, life, death, and rebirth that all sentient beings are said to undergo. The wheel highlights the impermanence of life and the suffering that comes with attachment, desire, and ignorance. Here's a comprehensive review of the wheel of life and death, broken down by its key aspects and interpretations. The wheel of life and death, commonly depicted in Buddhist art, is usually divided into multiple layers, each representing different aspects of existence and the forces that drive the cycle. The hub or center of the wheel features three animals, typically a pig, a snake, and a rooster, representing the three poisons: ignorance, hatred or aversion, and desire or attachment. These three poisons are the root causes that keep beings trapped in the cycle of samsara. They generate the mental and emotional afflictions that lead to suffering and reincarnation. The second layer of the wheel shows beings ascending and descending. The upward path symbolizes virtuous actions and spiritual advancement, which lead to a better rebirth, while the downward path represents negative actions and ignorance, leading to a lower rebirth or further suffering. The outermost layer of the wheel is divided into 6 sections, representing the different realms into which beings can be reborn, depending on their karma. The God realm is a realm of pleasure and comfort, where beings enjoy good karma but are still trapped in samsara because they remain attached to their experiences. The demigod realm is a realm with powerful beings but are consumed by jealousy, competition, and conflict. The human realm is the most desirable realm, where beings have the opportunity to seek enlightenment, but also experience both pleasure and suffering. The animal realm is a realm of instinct, ignorance, and subjugation, where beings live with little awareness of spiritual matters. The hungry ghost realm is a realm where the inhabitants are depicted as beings with insatiable hunger and thirst, representing deep desires and cravings that are never satisfied. The hell realm is a realm of intense suffering, either cold or hot, where beings pay the karmic price for their destructive actions. At the core of the wheel of life and death is the principle of karma, the law of cause and effect. Karma dictates that one's actions, speech, and thoughts in this life generate consequences that determine future rebirths in one of the 6 realms. Good karma leads to a better rebirth, while negative karma results in rebirth in more painful or unfortunate circumstances. Karma not only influences which realm one is reborn into, but also governs the quality of one's experience in that realm. Rebirth into any realm is temporary, and beings continue to cycle through the realms based on their accumulated karma, thus remaining trapped in the cycle of samsara. The wheel is often referred to in terms of dukkha, which translates to suffering or dissatisfaction. In Buddhism, life in samsara is marked by suffering because it is conditioned by impermanence or anicca and lack of an inherent self or anatta. Even in seemingly positive realms like the God realm, beings experience suffering because nothing in samsara lasts. The pleasures and rewards of good karma are temporary, and when they fade, beings fall back into suffering or face rebirth in lower realms. The central message of the wheel of life is that all sentient beings, regardless of their realm, are subject to the inherent suffering of samsara. Attachment to desires, aversions, and ignorance ensures this cycle continues endlessly. The wheel of life and death is not just a symbol of endless suffering but also an illustration of how to escape from samsara. The ultimate goal in both Buddhism and Hinduism is to break free from the wheel entirely, reaching liberation. In Buddhism, enlightenment or nirvana is the cessation of the cycle of birth and death. Nirvana is attained by eliminating the 3 poisons, understanding the true nature of reality, and cultivating compassion, wisdom, and mindfulness. When one reaches nirvana, they are freed from the causes of suffering and rebirth. In Hinduism, the goal is moksha, or liberation from samsara. It is attained by realizing one's true self, Atman, as non-separate from Brahman, the ultimate reality. This understanding dissolves the karmic forces that bind one to samsara, leading to union with the divine and freedom from the cycle. In many depictions, the wheel is held by a terrifying figure, often Yama, the Lord of Death. Yama represents impermanence and the inevitable end of all life within samsara. His presence around the wheel is a reminder that death comes for all beings, but it also symbolizes the law of cause and effect. Yama judges and weighs the karma of each being. The moon outside the wheel, sometimes with a depiction including a figure of the Buddha or another enlightened being pointing to the moon, represents liberation or nirvana. This shows that escape from the wheel is possible through awakening. In modern spirituality, the wheel of life and death can be understood beyond literal reincarnation. It can be viewed metaphorically, representing the cycles of emotional patterns, habits, and mental states that people go through in daily life. Breaking free from samsara may symbolize overcoming negative thinking, desires, and attachments in this lifetime, achieving a state of inner peace and enlightenment through personal transformation. The wheel of life and death is a profound symbol that encapsulates the essential teachings of samsara, karma, and the nature of suffering. It serves as a visual and philosophical reminder of the impermanence and dissatisfaction inherent in worldly existence, as well as the possibility of liberation through spiritual practice and self-realization. Whether interpreted literally or metaphorically, it encourages individuals to seek a path of wisdom, compassion, and mindfulness to break free from the cycles of suffering and attain a higher state of consciousness or ultimate freedom. Thanks for watching.